Greetings everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am yet going to build another battery. This one's a little bit bigger. This is going to be a 16S 10P battery for a electric trike project I'm working on. And I am going to be putting this together with the Sequre Spot welder. And I've got the LiPo batteries on it, and some of you might be able to notice I'm actually running two. And the reason I'm running two is not because I have to, it's just because I want to. I like running two batteries to distribute the load across these wires, because LiPo batteries, as you know, most of them come with smaller wires, and this thing pulls a good amount of current, and I just like for it to run cooler. And I'm going to be doing quite a few welds, putting this welder through its paces, and see how well it does throughout the duration of this. So I've got it set at a 5 millisecond pulse. I think I'm going to turn it down to 4 and see how that does first, and go from there. Turn it back up to 5. Getting a little bit of sparks, which means I'm not doing a real good contact. But weld's going to be doing good. Oh, I missed the edge of that one. I've really got no complaints about this welder so far. It's been doing pretty good. And I am a novice welder at best, so take that into consideration. But it works. It does its job. And I really like some of the features in it that I kind of showed in the last video with the battery protection. That was real nice. Oh, that one came out like crap. Like I said, I don't claim to be a great spot welder, but I do like the way this thing works. And I think the best thing about it is that right out of the box, this thing was working. I mean, within 5 minutes I was up and running. The one thing I didn't like is that it didn't come with a connector to hook up the batteries. I had to make one. That's its only drawback. But they do sell it on their website, so you can actually buy one when you order it. Now, I'm not going to pick this up just yet to show off the welds, because I don't need this whole thing coming apart in my hands. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong that's making those sparks all the time, but I'm sure it's got something to do with I'm holding it. But welds are holding, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Alright. Next strip. Like I said, the main purpose of this video is just for the longevity of this thing. See how it does. Checking temperature as I go with each strip. And I'm not even warming up yet, so we're doing just fine. And this is 0.15 millimeter strip. Ooh, didn't like that one. Checking temperatures. That noise was the plastic, not a spark. The battery connectors are getting a little warm, so I should probably slow down on my weld just a little bit. But if I had a fan going over here, they would be just fine. But it's pretty cold outside. I actually have the heater running. There will be no fans. Connector is starting to get a little warm to the touch, barely. Battery leads, they are not hot, but they're past warm, I would say. Input connector is warm. The box is still cool to the touch. And this was what? 160. So 320 welds I just did. And my batteries have dropped 0.1 volts. Yeah, 0.1 volts. They were at 12.3 when I started. So minor drop in voltage, which is really awesome. I like to see that. Now, let's see if I can do the other side without screwing up and making a bunch of sparks. Like I said, novice builder. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one blank and start there. To make my battery. Now before I continue, I'm going to get my file and clean the tips up a little bit because I had a few little oopses. Nothing major, and it doesn't take a lot to clean these up either. Copper, gotta love it. All right, and the battery cables are already cooling back off. Nothing is at any temperature to even raise an eyebrow at. So let's continue. There we have it. Battery's done. Welder pin got warm, not hot. I can hold it with no problems at all. Plug coming out of the welder, excuse me, got warm at best. The plug going into the welder, same thing, warm. Now my small battery leads got quite warm. Not hot, nothing to worry about. And battery voltage overall, we went down half a volt total across both batteries, and this came out quite nice. I like it. Now I'm going to check my voltage. 63 volts. All right, I got a strip on both ends to do still, but otherwise, there we go. Battery is done. I just got to weld on some leads, which I'll do at a later time. Okay, welder lead coming out of the unit is warm. Unit itself, lukewarm after over 700 welds. Battery leads, yeah, they're a little past warm. I don't know how to gauge that. They're not hot. I don't feel like they're in any danger of melting. They're warm to the touch. Yeah, this thing ran damn well. Battery voltage droppage was minimal. Now I'm going to test my battery again. Oh, I missed welds right there. So 64 volts. I'm just going to tap it in different places, make sure I'm getting... Yeah. Now, where is that spot that I missed the welds on that I just saw? Anywhere else? Nope. Everything looks good. I'm gonna pick this up and get a little closer to the camera. The glare is kind of a killer there, but it gives you a basic idea. They don't look too shabby. Other side. Over 700 welds. Took me 45 minutes to do. 16S 10P battery. I say that was a good build. I'm extremely happy with this. Now I'm going to do one last video on this unit, and I'm going to do some battery welds with different thicknesses, and I am going to try to do up to 3.3 millimeters. I don't think it'll do it with lipos, but I'm going to try it with the double lipos that I'm using. That might give me enough power to be able to do the 3.3 mil, but I know I was not able to do it with a single lipo. So that being said, I'm going to end this video. If you found this useful at all, please give me a like and a subscribe. I would appreciate it, and you all have a great evening.